Hello again, tabletop sports fans. This is Tenacious Earl with the second half of Liverpool hosting Brighton and Hove Albion. The Reds have taken a 2-0 lead into the intermission. We're about ready to come out of it here. So, hopefully, you guys will enjoy this. We'll see if Brighton can mount a comeback. What kind of tactics do we want to try and do for that, if any? Or do we just want to have them try and hold this 2-0 and take their chances against some of the other clubs that they will face in the rest of this round? Um, so for Liverpool, the one thing we can say for them is that in the first half, Brighton did have a decent amount of opportunities as far as possession goes, and I think for Liverpool, I think staying offensive may not be the best choice for them. So they're going to actually convert tactically to a 4-4-2. So basically, like a middle of the road. They don't want to completely take their foot off the gas, but instead, they may just want to not afford Brighton as much space on the counter attack. So, um, and and likewise, I think Brighton in this case, um, they do want to apply a little more pressure. That may expose them a little bit more to a goal, but they don't. Again, they don't want to go full bore crazy with this because they don't want to get nailed. So what we're going to do is we're going to have both teams play a 4-4-2, or what would basically be a neutral style, at least for the first part of this game. Now, if I don't know, I'm not sure what we'll do. I think we'll probably hold it at this the rest, unless unless Brighton finds a way to get another one back. If they can get it to 2-1, then and it's late in the game, we may try switching them to 4-3-3, just to see if they can uh, maybe get a full point out of this. That would be a great achievement for them. But at the moment, it is 2-0 goals by Roberto Firmino and Mane. I gotta grab something here. I just had a something drop down behind my fridge, so I don't want to lose these things. Okay. So I don't know how many more games like this I will bring out here. I do want to bring out a couple more of the bigger clubs at some point. Probably Chelsea, Manchester United. We've already played some other games with them, but Manchester City as well. So, all right, so let's go. No, we're not going to make any halftime adjustments either in terms of the 11. Each team gets 3 substitutes unless there's extra time, and since this is the group stage, there's no extra time. So, with 3 subs, you don't want to get to the point where you make substitutes, take all your subs, and then you get a guy hurt because then you got to play with a one man down. Okay, so the kickoff will go to Zone F for Liverpool because Brighton had the opening kickoff, so F10. So it will be Robertson. He will get the ball, and with that he will. And that is an F, so that is going to be an F8. So what was that? 42 equals 22, and so that will be F8. So that's going to be Lovren in F as well. And Liverpool's going to be in a tactic here, I would say, where so we have these star. So you have spots here on the on the tactics card where you can see there's like stars. It's kind of tough because it doesn't want to focus in. So in your tactic here, if you're ahead by 2, you probably just... So what you can do with that is you can choose the player, but then you have, and against a 4-4-2, it's a 66% chance that you get it, 33 that it gets stolen by trying to force it into a different player. So in this case, I think Liverpool is going to be patient, try to work some space open. So it's going to be Lovren in F. With a 16, that's 41 in F. It'll be a header to X. Again, they are still with the loose ball differential of 3, so they've got basically a 5 out of 6 chance of winning it back, and they do. So Liverpool will retain an X, and it will be X4, so that'll be Wijnaldum in X. So 22 in X is going to be F10. So to Robertson in F. So you can see here Liverpool is maintaining some early possession. 51. 42 in F. And that is going to go out of bounds. So Brighton will take over with a throw-in. D. And it will be 10. So Bruno will, in the 49th minute, will bring this back into play. And 25 is a 37. In D is going to be a defensive chance. So Liverpool rated a 4 in defense, with 26 is going to be a steal directly to E. So they turn it the other way, and they're going to get it to Lovren. And Lovren is going to, in E, he's going to take a distant shot. He's going to try a probing effort here. So down in the left-hand corner, you see what our adjustments are for the various zones. E is a -3. So what that is so you take the shot on goal check for the player, which is 25 for Lovren, and you subtract 3. So 25 goes down to 22, and that's going. So I write down here shot, Lovren, and then I put an X for a missed shot, and now we go to missed shot, and it's going to be a goalkeeper outlet. So Brighton will take over 50th minute with GKO, which is to E. And it'll be Glenn Murray in E. So now, if Murray had a shot for me, you might feel a little bit better about it. But let's see. So E1, 54. Okay, so that's a special result. 31 is going to be a steal. And we're going to say to X, 7. So that'll be to Henderson. 51st minute. 41 in X is going to be a header to X. 26 means it is retained by Liverpool, the higher rated team. And it will be player 7. So right back to Henderson in X. 23 leads 30 in X. All right, so that's a defensive chance. Brighton is rated 2. And so this is going to be a block to F for Brighton. And it's going to be retained by Liverpool, so they will keep it in F. It's F8. So Lovren in F, 52. 55 in F is going to be a 36. That's defensive chance again. So block to X. Kept by Liverpool. Player 7. Henderson in X. 34 goes to 37, and X is going to be header to D. Can they move it forward? 65. Liverpool finally does lose it. So that'll be in zone X8. since it's a steal. And so it'll be Dale Stevens taking over in X. 62 is 27 in X. Is going to be a defensive chance for them. Trading some defenses here. And Liverpool being 4. And a 35 is going to be steal to F. 4. So Liverpool, it's going to be Wijnaldum in F. 11. 2 in F is going to be a shot. So, and you're going to subtract 5 from Wijnaldum. So it's going to be a 15. So you need a 11 through 15. Oh, and it's a 15, so that is a shot on goal from distance. And is Ryan going to be up for it? 33 is going to be a save and a rebound to C. And the rebound to C is going to be won by Liverpool. And it'll be C6. All right, so it'll be Van Dijk in C. 45 leads to 34 in C. That's going to go straight to a defensive check for the 2-rated Brighton team, and it's going to be a block to D. And Liverpool retains. In D, and it'll be D7. So Henderson in D. 41, 36, that's going to be a defensive chance again. And that is a block to E. And it will be retained by Liverpool. They've been keeping a lot of the possession here. So in E, it'll be 9. So it'll be Gomez. 12 in E is 29. 29 in E is another defensive chance. Liverpool's winning all these at the moment, so block to X. Getting further, but they're going to lose it this time, so it's going to be an X5. That'll be proper for Brighton. Finally, they get the ball back after 2 minutes of possession for Liverpool. Proper in X. 34. That's another defensive chance. 46 is going to be a header to D, and it will be the 5 out of 6 for Liverpool. So Brighton loses possession, so it goes to X3. So that'll be Mane in X. 22 in X is going to be an F10. So Robertson, 57th minute, gets it. In F, 35 is 44 in F. It's going to be out of bounds. Not quite to the 60th minute yet. It's going to be a throw in for Brighton. X 10. So it'll be Bruno and X 55. It'll be 45 and X out of bounds. So we got a double number there, but because Bruno is a weakly offensive player, you don't get a shot attempt out of that at all. And it was an X anyway, so you don't really get shot attempts in X at all. All right, throw in for Liverpool. E. And it'll be 10. So it'll be Robertson. 23. 40 in E is going to be a header to E. And they retain it. E8 is going to be Lovren in E. 11. So that's 2 in E will be a shot. Another shot for Lovren. Not the guys you want taking big shots, long shots. So again, we subtract 3, so that's 22. Robertson with a 5 assists, so we could actually get him an extra point in there. So Lovren goes from 22 up to 23. But that's going to be a shot off target, and then it's going to lead to a corner kick in the 60th minute. So we had Salah as the corner kick taker. He's a B guy, pass to B. And the B, it'll be B5, so to Khan. And what happens here with Khan, 24 and B. So it'll be C6. Van Dijk in C. 12 is 42 in C. Header to C. So it's a contested chance, and they get it back. They're going to retain it. And it'll be Salah who gets control of this in C, and he's going to get a shot off here. And it's going to be Salah in C, so you get added 1 to his 35, plus it came from Van Dijk. Well, he's an assist 0, so just 1 onto it. So 36 is a shot on goal. It's not going to be. It's going to go wide, but it does deflect off and go for another corner kick. And so it'll be a corner kick for Salah again. It's going to be a pass to B with a shot to come. So it's going to be B4. It'll be Wijnaldum. So in the second half of the 62nd minute, there's going to be a shot taken by Wijnaldum. So he is 24, plus 1 is 25, but then you get to add 5 for Salah's involvement. So that's a 34. And he's going to miss the target. And it's going to be another corner kick. So, and I'm going to need to switch pages now. So Liverpool maintaining, running almost 5 minutes off the clock here. So 63rd minute, another corner kick for Salah. Pass to B and another shot. So in the second half of this, there's going to be a shot. I have to figure out from who. B2 Firmino. He's already scored a goal. Can he find the back of the net again? So he's rated 35. B adds 3, so that's going to be 42, and then you can add 5 more for Salah. So 51, and it's on target. And so Ryan dives for it, and a 51 is going to be a caught goalkeeper outlet. So he makes the save, and he's going to gather it in, and he's going to try to start it back for Brighton. So the goalkeeper outlet goes to zone X4. So that'll be Izquierdo in X. 15, that's a 7 in X. It's going to be a D4. So Izquierdo keeps it. 65th minute. 44 in D is going to be out of bounds, and we're going to have a substitute for Brighton. That's going to add half a minute of stoppage time. And so they have, what do they have? They have 3 forwards on. So they're going to start They're going to start by... So we've hardly called Knockert's name. They're going to bring on Jurgen Locadia. Knockert off. Locadia in. So he's going to go all the way at the very end because he's rated a 1 almost to the end. He's rated number 9. I got to write it down here on my chart. And Liverpool also has someone ready. They're going to have James Milner. He is going to take the place of Wijnaldum. So Wijnaldum will come out at the 65th minute. He's listed as a defender too. So let's see. He is a 5. He's 5 offensively. So we're gonna put him right ahead of Van Dijk here. Okay, so let me write that down here on this sheet 2. Okay. So we're going to give it a full minute stoppage time because that was a long break. So it's going to be Liverpool taking over in the second half of the 66th minute. That'll be a throw-in. D1. So Salah in D, 61. It's 16 in D. So I go to C3. Mane in C, 32. It leads to a 43 in C. Is going to be a header to D. Again, Brighton with a 2 rating. So that's going to be a block to F. And they will not be able to win it back. So Liverpool retains an F2. Firmino and F. 33 is going to be a defensive chance. Wait a second. Oh, I messed that one up, that one before, but I think we got the same. We would end up with the same, more or less. So it's a defensive chance, right? And it's 53, so that is a block to D. And they retain, so D6. Van Dijk and D, 34. 44 and D is going to be out of bounds. Okay. Liverpool's going to take the opportunity to make another switch here. They're going to bring in Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. And he will come on for he'll come on for Salah here. Give Salah a slight breather here. All right, and I need to put him on the sheet here. So this is in the 69th minute. He's a midfielder, and we're taking out a forward. So let's do it. You might say, why would you take out their best player? Well, because they're just trying to see this out, and they can score with Oxlade-Chamberlain too. He's still a pretty good player. Now, the last thing we need to do here, because we've changed a couple of things. Let's see. So Salah is out. So 2, 3, 4, 10, 12, 16, 19. I think I missed something here. Touch 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21, 22, 23. 23, so they're still in the same. They don't get to improve their defensive rating. Okay, so throw in for Brighton, 69th minute. Oh, and I wanted to shuffle these up now while I have a break. So not too much action here in this second half. We're not seeing. We could kick up Liverpool's offensive strategy, because we've kind of gone backwards in terms of their personnel. We've brought on two guys that are more defensive than the players that were on before. So in theory, we could kind of turn it back, turn up the heat a little bit more, try to get a few more goals. But I'm not sure. They definitely do not want to get caught out. So throw into F for Brighton, F9. So it'll be Locadia. 70th minute, so 20 minutes left, plus stoppage time. 44 in F is a 5, so that's going to be B3. So right there, that adjustment helps some, because we got a guy with some low numbers who ends up in the lower side of things, and so that gives you a pass. So it's B3, so it'll be Izquierdo and B. 34 is 43 in B, and so it'll be a header to B. Now they've only got a 16% chance or thereabouts, and they're going to lose that. So it'll be X4 for Liverpool, 71st minute. Con in X, 39 in X is going to be a header to F, and they will retain, and it'll be F10. So it'll be Robertson. 1 in F is going to be a shot. So, shot for Robertson. He is 21, and you're going to subtract 5 from it. So, it's going to be 12. You need 11 or 12 here, and it's a 33. So, that's going to be off, and it's a goalkeeper outlet. So, Brighton will spring the break here, hopefully, for them. It'll be to F. 7. So Dale Stevens at F. And he's going to commit a foul. Suffered by, let's see, the top suffered player for Liverpool. It's going to be Mane. And no card. And let's see, Brighton's going to make a second sub here. They're going to bring in Connor Goldson, see if maybe they can get a little bit better passing. He's a defender. They're going to bring out Bruno. Make a like-for-like switch here. Trying to get a little bit more proficiency in the back here. So Bruno off, Goldson on. So you can see here the single digits on Goldson's card as compared to Bruno's card, which are pretty much almost non-existent. So we will put him behind Locadia there. So now you got 9 and 10 with some guys who maybe can get some passes in there, or maybe even take a few shots. But all right, so Liverpool free kick from X. Salah's out, so it'll be we'll have Mane taking their kicks from now on. And free kick from X is going to be to B. 2, so it'll be right back to Mane. 13 and 29, and B is going to be C6. So Van Dijk and C21 is 34, so and C's defensive chance. And it's going to be a header to D, and Liverpool will probably win this. They do. Retain it in D, and it will be Gomez who takes it. 15 minutes left, 75th minute. So Gomez, 56 in D. That's 27. That will be E6. So Van Dijk in E. 42 is going to be a header X. Retained. By 6. So Van Dijk and X retreats to get that one. 35. It's going to be a defensive chance. And a 2 and a 4. Oh, 14. Yeah, that'll be a steal to D for Brighton. So finally they maybe get a break here. It's going to be D2. So Pascal Gross in D. And he commits a foul. Suffering it is going to be horse feathers. I'll just have to get it later. Who suffered the foul? It was player 3 for Liverpool. It's going to be Milner. And does Gross get a card? 26, no. Another free kick in X. I'm going to get up out of my chair here. So pass to C1. So Liverpool with it still. It's going to be Firmino in C. 29 in C. That's a D6. They will keep that. It'll be Van Dijk. In D, 51. 25 in D is going to be E4, so he makes a good pass. To Khan. 31 in E is 24 in E. That's another good pass. That'll be E6. Back to Van Dijk, 79th minute. Time's whiling away. 32 in E, though, is going to be a defensive check. But that's going to be a blocked D. And Liverpool will retain it. D10. So it'll be Robertson in D. 40 in D will be a header to B. Can they retain this one? And they do. B5, it'll be Milner. 80th minute. And B11, so that's going to be a shot for Milner. Can they tack on one more here? So the pass was from, well, there was not a pass because it was a defensive check, so it's just in B, so you add 3 to 23, so that makes 26. And the number is 23, so that is a shot on goal. Will Ryan save it? He fires it on goal, and the 64 is going to be a save. He just catches it and turns into goalkeeper outlet. So Brighton on the goalkeeper outlet. Moves it to F8. So we Thomas Bong in 8 in the 81st minute. So Bong in F. 35, 28 in F is going to be a defensive chance. And this is where Liverpool is just going to wipe it out. Nope, no, not this time. It'll be a blocked E. I'll probably still get it, but then they do. So Brighton loses possession, so it'll be X3. One moment for a sec. I just want to take a second here. Yep. That's all I wanted to check. I was hoping that the sound was going, and it is. So Liverpool, it'll be Oxlade-Chamberlain in X. 42. So 33 in X is going to lead defense. Brighton with a 43 header to F, and it'll be retained by Liverpool. F10. 82nd minute, it'll be Robertson. 13 is 31, and F is another defensive chance. Brighton 33, they just miss out. That's going to be a header to D. Can they get a hold of it? No. Liverpool retain. It'll be D10. So Robertson again. 46 and D38. Defensive chance. 62 for Brighton. That's a block to E. Liverpool keeps it. E8. 83rd minute. Lovren in E. 43 in E is going to be out of bounds. So this will give Brighton, they're going to go one more sub here. And it's going to be Jose Ulloa. And he's going to come on for Bong. this is which minute? The 83rd. Let's see, 11023. Okay, and now let's see, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I missed something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So Brighton and Hove Albion now, they lose 1 from their defensive chart, I believe. Let me double check that. It's either defense or loose ball chart. I forget which. Defensive rating. So they're going to go down to a team defense of 1. So it's going to be even tougher for them to stop Liverpool. And so we're going to add another half minute. So 84th minute. Brighton throws it in. It's going to be F9. So it'll be Locadia and F. 36 in F is going to be defense. And the Reds will get it and steal it and take it to D. 1. And at this point, Brighton is going to use all of their clutch points. So they're going to be done with their clutch points. So they will retain possession or steal it back. Actually, we're going to say Liverpool. It's going to be a steal. They're going to use those points to take a steal to C. And it will be Dunk. So let's see. Can Dunk do anything with this in C? 22 in C is going to be 4. So this will be a shot. They are going to get a chance maybe to pull one back. That would be interesting. Can they do it, though? That's the question. So they're in C, and it's a shot from Dunk. Dunk has a 31 rating. C, add 1. So 32. They need 32 or under to at least get a shot on goal here. And it is going to be a shot on goal. Can Karius save it? 16 is no. They will get one back. Goal for Lewis Dunk. And the assist goes to the third assist player. And so the clutch points are a lifeline for them. And let's see, who's it? The third assist player. 1. It's going to be Izquierdo. So 2-1 Liverpool. I'm going to mark it on my sheet here. So 85th minute. Could we have an upset in the making? Hey, Craig. How you doing? He retracted the message, which makes me think that he is going over to his other account. But a big goal. And now we're definitely going to send Brighton into 4-3-3 mode. And we're gonna leave. Liverpool's not one to just sit back, so we're gonna leave them in 4-4-2. I think the clutch point thing can be a little controversial. And so we're going to add another minute of stoppage time because of the goal. And so we will take it through 86. And now Liverpool, they're going to kick it off. So we've got Brighton with 2-0, the least safe lead in soccer. And so the kickoff for Liverpool, E10, 87th minute. Robertson. Now, the other thing you could say is, okay, Liverpool has 9 clutch points. Can you just use those back? I do not allow clutch points to be basically trump other clutch points. In other words, I think you use them out for one chance, and then basically you can only maybe one team can use them within a minute. So anyway, so you got 64 in E for Robertson. It's going to be 33. So that's going to be defensive. And so 42, again, they dropped to 1, so that's a header to F. And it is lost by Liverpool. So it's going to be X6. So it'll be dunk again in X. You got a 62, 23 in X. It's going to be X10. 88th minute. So Goldson in X12. It's 46. That's going to be out of bounds. Now, Liverpool, the other thing that you want to do for Liverpool, the other reason you wouldn't necessarily want to use clutch points right now is that clutch points are also your lifeline in order to get rid of discipline as well. You can cut out a red card, you can downgrade it, you can cut out a yellow card, you can wave off a PK, all sorts of things that those are. So it's kind of, it can be a little risky to use your clutch points when you still got game to play. So a throw in for Liverpool. They also have a sub to use. So it's going to be X10. So Robertson again. 23 is 40 in X. So header to F. And it's going to be retained. It's going to be F8. So it'll be Lovren in F. So 61 becomes 42 in F. Header to X. Wait. No, it's also header to F. And they will keep it. It'll be Van Dijk in F. Okay, so let's take a look here. 1, 2. 1, 2. So we're going to say 4 minutes of stoppage time here we're going to be playing. So 6. So Van Dijk in F. 39. That's going to be a header to B. And they do keep it. And it will be B4. So now Khan in B. 45. 30 in B is going to be C5. They keep possession. And Brighton really can't do much about this. So Milner in C. 54. So special result. Now this is not something you want to see. Special results can be trouble. 41. Offside. Well, that's not great. because now Brighton will be able to take an indirect free kick. That'll be to B4. Now Liverpool here is going to use. They're going to use. Let's see. They're going to use 3 of their clutch points. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow them to steal the ball. Brighton fans are going to say that's not fair, but they're gonna be able to will a steal from the ball to whoever we want to be. So we're going to say B. Might as well make it Firmino, right? So Firmino and B. That's a 50. Makes 45 and B. It's going to be a header to C. Can Brighton get this ball back one last time? Nope. Retained in C. It'll be C7. 90 plus 3. The 3rd minute stoppage time, only about 2 minutes left. So Henderson in C. 31 in C is E4. They're going to keep control. It's going to be Khan in E. 42 in E is going to be a header to F. If this is a 60, that's the only chance they have. Nope. Retain. Now we're going to have to shuffle these up real quick. Not going to take too long because we're right at the bare end of this. So it's a header to F, and it's retained by Liverpool. Liverpool still has not used their final sub, and I don't think they're going to get a chance to here because this is going to end pretty soon. So it's going to be F3. Now Liverpool's manager is looking at his watch, yelling at the 4th official, yelling at the referee, and so it's going to be Oxlade-Chamberlain in F. 23 in F. That's going to be F7. So that goes back to Henderson. 66 in F. That's going to be a shot. And let's see, Henderson is 22 and F. You subtract 5. So, of course, with Oxlade-Chamberlain, you can subtract 4 because you get to add 1 back in. So it's down to, let's see, 21, 16, 15, 14. It's going to be off and corner kick, but the whistle blows. That will be it. So Liverpool is the victor here. 2-1 over Brighton and Hove Albion. They did draw one back, but Liverpool was able to keep it together, play it a little bit cautiously there in the second half. They still had some clutch points on the table. Again, you hate to use them when you could have a red card come up and bite you. So if you could save that for getting a red card, so that especially in a competition like this, you don't want to have a player miss another game. So that's that. Still under. So still under an hour there for the second half. I think when I was playing this before with another, not doing all this stuff, I could get it down to almost an hour for the full match. I like keeping this just because it kind of keeps the kind of helps you keep track of everything because you get so many checks in this game that you can just start to sort of like forget that what your last, what the player was or which zone he was in or all that stuff. So being able to write it down and record it, it's just really kind of a nice record of what's been happening and how to and just keeps you sort of on the straight and narrow. Okay, like I said earlier in the video, I'm not sure if I'm going to do, I don't plan to do every game in this on the channel. I'm definitely going to be playing some offline. But I would like to put a few more that are involving the more popular teams. Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, obviously, are the ones that come to mind most of all. Maybe we'll throw an Everton in there or something like that. They have some American fans. Or Newcastle. I don't know. We'll see. I do want to get back to golf again. I also want to get back to some baseball. It's been a while. So I'm going to sign off here because yeah, the game is over. 2-1. The Reds win, defeat Brighton. And yeah, just for the sake of it here, let's go ahead and take a look at our results screen, and we can fill it in right here. 2-1. That allows us to come over to our table and see Liverpool and Manchester United both with 1 win, and you've got losses for Brighton and Hove Albion and Swansea. It'll be interesting. You know, I may have to put one of these undercard matches at some point too, because I'm hoping that has, can be some fun. The reason I came over here is I want to look at the next match. So we've got Huddersfield Town hosting Arsenal, and then we've got Stoke City hosting Leicester. Those are the next ones. And then you've got West Brom and Watford and Everton and Chelsea. That one might be the next one I put on the channel here. At least that's a couple of teams that have some have a following on this side, and maybe on the other side of the pond as well. So yeah. So if you could hit like, I would appreciate that. Just keep just keep the dice rolling here. Keep getting the games out on your table. They're great fun. I know whenever I'm starting to feel like a little down, it's because I haven't really gotten something out here. And so, and sometimes it's just not possible, but you just have to try. So just when you're just getting down, get it out. If you got multiple games, just pick the one you haven't played in a long time and that you just have this maybe taste in the back of your throat for, and just go for it. Anyway, so good night, everybody. Liverpool wins. They're top of the table along with Manchester United in Group B of the crazy Prem Cup. We'll see you soon again here on Tabletop Baseball Plus. For Tabletop Earl, my partner, this is Tenacious Earl, wishing you a good night. Thanks a lot.